If you hike in the spring, it's not going to be that easy. I did this in May with Whoopsie last year, and a lot of these rocks, you could see them, but they were at least a foot underwater. So this is just after the caretaker clearing where we signed the register, not even a tenth, 2/10 of a mile. It's a reroute where it was real wet and muddy. If you go across here, just be careful. Right now, it's no problem at all, but if you come across in the spring when the water's high, please be careful. Don't want to see anybody get hurt. Okay, this is where the reroute ends. It hits back on the normal trail. It is muddy, it is rocky, a little bit dangerous. Take your time, work your way through it, and not a big deal. Typical mud and wet spots and the way the trail is. When the trail kind of barks back at you, doesn't want to be friendly and nice. Chris is gonna cruise across this. Oh, hold on, Chris. It wasn't actually recording.
Are you serious?
Yeah. You get through the reroute section, you're just kind of cruising along, go through the mud spot. On your right hand side is Mud Lake. You're gonna just cruise on by Mud Lake. Don't think that it's Cedar Lake, it's not. Chris, what is it? You're about halfway between Mud and...
Not quite yet, no, not quite halfway.
Not quite halfway to, from the caretaker's cabin to Cedar. But Mud Lake is real pretty. You walk right by it, you follow it for a little bit. It's a pretty place. Chris, any words of wisdom? I asked you that earlier this morning. You said it was too early, not yet. Any words of wisdom?
Keep your feet dry. I don't know. It's a muddy section of trail. That's it. And pick up your garbage, because I'm tired of carrying this thing around.
What do you call your new friend?
Stuart.
How are you and Stuart getting along?
Pretty good. We're tight like that right there.
Moved on to the jungles of Africa. Oh no! Help! Help! Oh no! Help! Help! Oh no! The gorilla! Help! Oh no! That continues down on the trail. That goes to Cedar Lean-to. It's about a half a mile, I believe. Doesn't that sound right, Chris?
Yeah.
Half a mile down to the lean-to. A year ago, Whoopsie and I stayed at this lean-to. Really nice. We're gonna go down here, we're gonna have some lunch, and then we're gonna see how we feel and then start walking again. Hi ho, hi ho. Cedar 1 Lean-to we go. It's lunchtime. It's about 3 o'clock. What are you doing, Chris?
Just hanging out eating.
What's for lunch?
All American burger wrap from Packit Gourmet.
And? Uh-oh. Is the reason that you're wrapped up in the bug net because there's bugs, or because you don't want me to be able to get to that all-American burger wrap?
I think probably the latter of the two.
That's funny. That's funny. All right, you look comfortable.
I am.
Good way to spend lunch. All right, that's all I got, folks. He chases me through the woods, and then he holds himself up in his hammock and eats lunch. Cheers. We're probably going to hang out for about 45 minutes. About 4 o'clock, we'll make a decision where we're going to go. We can stay here. We've got 2 more options on this lake if we want to stay at lean-to areas. And then there's another one called Carry. So we're going to make some decisions. We're going to relax in the hammocks. Life is good. When you take lunch, don't forget to set your hammock up. It's comfortable. When we were first laying out the plan, we were thinking about maybe staying here. It's a real pretty spot. There's a couple of loons that have been out. We set our hammocks up, took a little siesta for about 15 or 20 minutes. It's a little after 4. It's 2.4 miles to work away around and down Cedar Lake. So we're gonna just book down there and, you know, take an hour and a half or whatever it takes to do it, and then camp down there, and then that'll leave us just about 7 miles out in the morning. Each of us have about a 3 hour and 15-minute drive at the end of the hike tomorrow. So that's our plan. That's our plan, and we're sticking to it. I just noticed there's a loon right out here. He just went under. A loon is the best fisherman there is. Let's go. This is the latest stove I started making, and this is the first trip that I used it on. And it's probably the easiest stove I've ever made. It's one Red Bull can with the bottom cut out 1 inch. The top of the Red Bull can, took my utility knife and cut the top out and then just smoothed with a file the inside off. Took the top of the can, and from the very top I cut down 2 inches and just cut it off with a pair of scissors. And then the inside, at my local Lowe's, I think it was, or maybe it was an Ace True Value, I found a little gutter crimper, and I just went through and made an equal number of crimps all the way around. And then the last 2 steps was to drill a very small hole, you can see right there, to let the gas escape. And then I also just filed 4 little notches all the way around it. Again, just to prevent it from building up pressure and the alcohol blowing out. As you saw in the video, as soon as you put the match to it, within about 2 seconds, it is off and running and the flames are going. You set your pot on it and you're cranking along. It's the fastest alcohol stove I've been able to build. It's very simple, it's light, super easy. And so far I like it. It's a winner. Anybody has any questions on how I built it or anything like that, just go ahead and leave a message and I will try to do my best to answer and hopefully allow you to build one yourself. One of the things I really enjoyed doing at the end of each night's hike is having a cigar. Last month, when I was hiking on the trail from Benson to Piseco, had the privilege to meet 2-Ton Tony. 2-Ton sent me a pack of 3 cigars, and I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. 2-Ton Tony, you're a class act, buddy. Tony, my friend, thank you.